Hello Aries, welcome to your reading offering. Regardless where Aries fits in your chart, why you're drawn here, for what reason you're watching, know that there will be something in this for you. Allow yourself to receive it with discernment. Allow your own intuition to be the other half of this reading so that you may activate your masculine aspects to be able to take this reading and do something with it rather than overwhelming yourself with information and potentialities without weighing them out, without fleshing them out. So take what needs to be taken and leave what needs to be left. And with that, we shall begin. Guides, angels, ancestors, ascended masters, beings of loving light, please tune into Aries' energy. Allow Aries, guides, angels, and ancestors to dictate the messages as they are the ones walking with them, and they deserve to be heard. Thank you. Right off the back of this Aries full moon, sorry, back to the prayer. Archangel Michael, please protect against any distorting energies and or intentions. Escort them to a place of evolution or dissolution now or whenever they may interfere. Archangel Raphael, Archangel Jovial, please sit within my heart, allowing my heart to be connected and anchored to the Christ conscious impulse and frequencies. Allow love to harmonize all. Allow my contribution and my sacrifice and my time and energy to serve in the messages and the channeling that I'm offering today. Allow those that are ready to receive to be guided here and magnetized to this reading so that they may receive. Thank you. With that, we are very grateful. And so we say amen. Aries, I heard revenge is a dish. Revenge is a dish best served unintentionally. Revenge is a dish best served when you don't know you're serving it. And the basis of this message, from what I'm picking up so far, is this sort of like, I guess you could say, imbalance, injustice, some kind of pain that you're living with, some way in which you've been wronged or are currently being wronged. It feels like this has already happened. And it feels like, Aries, you're a little bit guilty about this because you didn't want to hurt someone you loved. But there's something about the divine using you in the moment, your higher self and other aspects using you in the moment to kind of make someone hurt, make them feel what they made you feel. It's almost like you felt guilty, not even realizing that you did something in response to something they did. And even though you weren't conscious of it, the unconscious knew that you were mistreated, that you were hurt. Okay, this could be anything, people, places, or things, family, romantic relationship, business, whatever. But there's something about Aries, and Aries, you guys are like, don't take this the wrong way, but in your potency, you guys are the torturers. Okay, you're the ones that are here torturing people and getting the information out of them. Okay, you don't necessarily need to do that because you guys have, like, don't take that the wrong way. It's not a negative aspect. It's just a part of your potency. You guys rule over war. And war, there's a lot of lines that must be crossed in war. So when a higher aspect of yourself or a more fuller aspect of yourself emerges to challenge someone or to activate something in some way that makes you feel like a bad guy, makes you feel like you fucked up, makes you feel like you really hurt someone, right? But if you allow yourself to receive the full gravity of the truth, the full spectrum picture, 360 view, you'll see that in many ways it was needed. In many ways you got out of the way and allowed the divine to use you because you followed an impulse, or you followed impulses that led you here. I'll give an example of this just so it's clear. So like, this is you entertaining a third-party relationship or a situation because you followed that impulse and passion and fire. You followed that direction. And then, you hurt someone in the meanwhile. You hurt your partner, right? But come to find out that your partner's been cheating on you for years. That your partner's been unfaithful for you and stepping out on you. This is just an example, right? And so revenge is a dish best served unknowingly. Holy Spirit, what do we have for Aries? Thank you. Let's get some definition for this message. Thank you. another example, they want me to go with examples. Another example is like you feel like your relationship with a parent is wonderful, and there's something about that person or that parent, and this is also for everyone. Forget about the roles and the example, but whoever this person is, they feel very vulnerable. So there's a part of you that feels like a shithead. It feels like, damn, like I've caused this, like I did this, like my power, I burnt someone I love. And Aries, you guys have gotten to a point where you have really like not wanted to, you know what it feels like to be angry, to be uncontrollable fire, to burn the people closest to you. And so when it happens again, you go into this place of, damn, like how could I do this? Like what? You know, but you don't stay there too long. But there's something about the awareness coming full circle. And so with the example of the parent, right? Out of nowhere, something you do or something you say hurts this parent. Or you can't help but like you burst. Something comes out of you and you just say something so cutting and cunning. Something that makes them really, it gives them whiplash for weeks. And you're guilty about it and you feel some type of way, but if you didn't realize that as a child, perhaps they witnessed some kind of grand injustice, or they laid dormant while some kind of grand injustice happened to you. And so there's a part of you that came out to play at a time when you weren't fully in control. But this part of you is your authenticity. This part of you is yourself. This part of you is coming out for a reason. No use crying over spilled milk. No use crying over this thing. No use beating yourself up. What has been revealed, and now you know. Or it will be, if you allow it. Allow yourself to receive the full 360. Rather than receiving how you have all this work to do and how you... this is weird, because I've been experiencing Aries being out of their element. We just came out of the full moon in Aries too during Libra season, so this has something to do with it. But there's something, you're true in your natural self doesn't shy away from your natural impulse. The true and the authentic version of you understands that your potency is not for everyone. Like I said to Libra, you are not for everyone. Is that okay with you? Can you live with that? Can you live with the fact that sometimes some people get caught in the crossfire of your potency? Again, I say, are you okay with the idea or the notion that some people are caught in the crossfire of you operating in your authentic flow of potency? Your potency sometimes burns people. Maybe they need it. Right? There's a difference between chemical burns versus like chemical burns with intention, right? It's like when you're naturally yourself, your burns offer a smooth surface, right? Your fire offers the temperance, the tempering of elements and things that make them more of what they are. So where is it that you're afraid to utilize this potential because of the way it hurts people? And when it comes out, sometimes it's not intentional. Sometimes it's a little unconscious. And that's okay, right? Well, what happens if a person that is going through something really hard right now that you love, and then all of a sudden something comes through you and it's like, damn, right? I can't believe I said that, or I can't believe I did that thing. I didn't even realize it was going to hurt this person. And the divine is saying, was that not you unconsciously tuning in to the karmic balance and offering some kind of answer to something that could close the door or satisfy that aspect of you in some way? Or, you know, it's for good reason. Essentially, it's for good reason. Yep, your intuition and the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is about legacy. This is about like ancestral karma. This is about you showing up in your authentic self and showing up in a way beyond your own knowing that is dealing a surgical strike to something in your experience or in your family or in your bloodline or in your karmic experience of life. It's directly attacking. This is the art of war. This has been coming up in several readings. But this is you directly targeting, whether you know it or not, something that is divinely needed to be targeted. X marks the spot. Target and intention. X marks the spot, and so does X marks the spot. And so thus you speak to something here, the threshold, or some kind of like pattern. What did Aries attack? What did Aries attack? Aries gave someone a taste of their own medicine, where they didn't even know they forgot they dished it to you. They forgot that this medicine had affected you in such deep ways, and thus you came forward and offered that. And there's something about like you offering that and feeling like, well, they didn't deserve it. It's like you gave it to someone who didn't give it to you, but they were part of it. So it's like, don't even think about it. Don't even worry about it. This is not removing you from accountability. This is offering you an opportunity for you to see a bigger picture, for you to see the 360 picture so that you can let yourself off the hook. Some kind of shame in being unfaithful, some kind of shame in going against your loyalty. Aries are very loyal signs. You guys prioritize and value loyalty very much. And there's someone in your life that has been living off of your energy. There's someone in your lives or in your that have been living off of you that have not wanted to give life. They've nested in a sense of stagnancy. If it's a romantic relationship, they've allowed your fire to keep them warm. And so when something comes through, it comes through for good reason. Because they're unconsciously doing something that caused you to unconsciously do something in response to that from where you are versus where they are. I hope that's making sense. And with the Page of Cups in the upright position, this is you learning how to move forward and hold yourself in that natural, authentic self. This is you moving forward also as a student of what it means to build with that natural self in mind, without demonizing the self, okay? Aries is something about Aries having a lot of shadow elements about beating yourself up over your natural impulses and the natural way that you are. Thank you, Spirit. It's almost like you were carrying something, Aries, your whole life and didn't know it. And an opportunity gives you the opportunity to relinquish that weight, that burden. Like, this is not just this person. This Queen of Rod represents all of the feminine energies, male or female, in your life that don't want to wield their power, that don't know how to operate the same way you do. And so that you were carrying all of these wands from all of these different people. And the divine is saying, you offered someone the opportunity, like you gave yourself the opportunity to give it back, but you're still holding it, even though whatever it is that you did, it like shoved all of these wands back in this person's arms. And now they have to carry it. And now you're questioning, like, should I? Right? But something gets revealed in the midst that gives you a 360 view. Oh, you're telling me that you lied to me about this thing and kept it from me for this long? And now you're being mad at me for this? You're telling me that, you may not get this truth, but it's just an awareness. The 360 view is you intuitively receiving how grounded you are to the moon, to karma, to your ability to be an answer to some kind of imbalance here, and to allow your warlike mind and your warlike unconscious spirit to move through you and to kind of be too hot to handle in a moment where somebody needed it, like the surgical strike, to get it right in the right spot. X marks the spot. Look at this big old X too. And so revenge is not necessarily a very high vibrational thing, but there's an aspect of you that you're not conscious about that that's trying to get your attention, and it's in your feminine. It's in your own feminine energy, your own divine intuitive knowing, the part of you in your subconscious that records all things and is aware of all things that have to do with you and otherwise. This part of you that has been aware that you've been done dirty, Aries, you've been done dirty, okay, where there's something that needed to be answered to, and this person may very well still be in your life, but with the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, you're no longer covering ground for these individuals, or you're no longer allowing yourself to carry this weight or burden. Right? This is where you carry the weight or burden of allowing somebody to feel like a good mother or a good father or a good partner or a good friend or a good boss because of you. You letting them have it. It's empowering. And it feels good. right, I think that completes this, Aries. God bless you. I leave you in the divine light of the divine creator. If you're interested in receiving a private session or a more expanded session, you can do so by going down into the description box of this video, or you can email me at andrewsintuition@gmail.com. And until next time, bye.